recording this video after a tilted morning. I mean, I feel bad totally for breaking my rules, but I'm not like enraged. It's 8:30 and I took a lot of really good trades this week and done a couple good things, but it's funny, like anytime I go off of my plan or deviate, no matter if I want to win trades or not, like when I go off of my plan, I always end up blowing up my accounts. I reset twice, which is $30, and then I bought two $100 accounts, or what it works out to be, two $25,000 accounts. And all three of my accounts, even after the resets, they're all disabled for the day, which means I hit max loss. So today, as I was in it, I knew today would be like a tilted, come to Jesus moment. The truth of the matter is, like, my one account, the main one that I was using, I was up a couple $100, $158 to be exact, not a couple hundred, and I drew that back down to, like, none of them are close to like breaching, but I don't know, every time I try to just like speed up the process and like get to trading and like just don't stick to my one trade, two trades, it just kind of sucks, because I guess the part that I don't put in my trade journal, or the things that I'm not necessarily tracking, is like the amount of distraction. And again, it still boils down to me just wanting to like get a payout, get funded. Like, you would think that I could just, as I see like a Corvette driving by, that's what I really want, is just to make some money, peace out for my job, and I don't say buy a Corvette, but like, have a bigger, more comfortable house. Me and my wife talk about like the house that we're in right now here in Canton. Our first house in Canton it's too small. It's too small, and we need more space. The kids are getting bigger. I don't have an office like I used to. We got the furnace problem where we're gonna have to get the furnace repaired. Some mold issues and this, that, and the third. Just not overall like a good situation. So we just want to sell it and move on, get a bigger house. But all that comes down to like my ability to draw money out the market, man. And so that's, even though like today's payday, I'm just like, whatever. It's not like I get paid and like have like a surplus of money to where I can like really feel like I'm doing something. I would love to, take a Vegas vacation. I mean, I would love to be able to, I will buy a used Corvette. So many things that money can unlock. Most importantly is just like, I just fantasize about the time when I'll be able to like have my day back to myself, where it's just me and my family, and I'm making, I'm earning enough money, and like I basically I've got it to the point where trading is the route that I'm taking as far as my second income, my second career. I'd love to be able to make it like a full-time career, and I know, and it's so funny the way discipline works is what to do, the right things to do, and just you don't do that. Today is a prime example of me knowing my rules or my playbook where, you know, I'm really, like, I was doing really good by getting up in the morning and walking, and then coming to the charts, you know, looking to take a trade maybe between 8 and 9. But yet, I haven't even had a day where, like, I've opened up the charts and not taken a trade. I feel like that should be a flex, where it's difficult. It's difficult to, the way that I trade with these low flow stocks, to really with these low float stocks, it's difficult to trade in a low volume setting. Like I know that, and that I should be waiting. I should be waiting for, you know, closer to market open, where there's more volume coming in. I know that, but still I don't act accordingly, and it's just like, well, that's not helping me out. That's not helping out my goals. It doesn't help me. So I just need. And every time, like, I break my rules or whatever, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna just, like, buy an account YOLO, take like a major trade, take on way too much risk, and hopefully, just gamble. Hopefully, like, this one huge YOLO trade is going to, like, put me, you know, way above profit. And then once, like, I pass, or then once I'm funded, I will then, you know, trade accordingly, or trade responsibly, you know, whatever this guy, I don't know what he's doing. I will trade responsibly, low risk, and not just, like, really just YOLO, you know what I mean? Like, it reminds me of, like, when I used to go to the casino, and I used to play craps, and I would just, like, throw $100, $200 in the field, which, if you know craps, the field, you know, is one of the worst bets in the casino. It's a one roll bet. And then in craps, you know, there's a lot of different ways that you can bet, where it's a lot of ways that you can bet where it's not a hot bet or a one roll bet. You can put money out there, and then it just stays until the person that's rolling, shooting the dice, rolling the dice, craps out. And the field is a one roll bet, so it's just like, either you hit it or you don't. And the numbers that you lose on in the field, those numbers are the ones that come up more frequently. And it's just like a straight up dopamine situation, where, you know, it's really irresponsible to bet that way, and it's irresponsible to trade that way, where, you know, I'm just kind of doing YOLO and just really trying to speed up the process. That's what I was telling myself. Like, I don't know how many times I've said it, and the funniest thing is, I also believe that you can't speed up the process, and I believe that you can't speed up the process, and I believe that you can't make these gains faster. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know right from wrong in relation to the market. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know what I shouldn't be doing. And what I'm trying to get myself to understand, and this is partly talking for the future self, I think I'll upload this to YouTube and just leave it as private, just so I can capture it or whatever. But the thing about it all is, I know how I should be trading, and I know what is considered wise and not wise. Wise would be trading my setup, whether I make it work or not, and having one trade, 1 to 2 trades a day. I always do this, where I spiral and just kind of go backwards after having some good progress. It's really, I don't even know if I'm trying to speed up the process. Of course I am, but I just want to pass one challenge. I'm probably close to, kid you not, probably close to like 40, if not more, 40 consecutive failed challenges without passing one. And that says a lot. I mean, it says a lot, you know, about just being impatient, not really wanting the trades to play out, taking profits too early. Like maybe my setup and the way I trade isn't good. But at the end of the day, you know, trading, you know, when you take trades, it's really 50-50. I think the thing that hurts me the most is not using stop losses. It really is. It is the number one Achilles. It's like it's pretty idiotic. I bet you my success rate would just like skyrocket by doing that alone. Like taking a trade, and when I hit TP, I'm done. Or if I get stopped out, I'm done. Not taking too much risk. Like even right now, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I should just buy another challenge. That way I will have 4 open challenges. Tell me how that makes sense. But, you know, I mean, I got my 9-to-5 job, and what, you know, all it takes is maybe 1 or 2 payouts to get all this money back. I mean, let's just say on average, I need to be charging this cell phone, by the way. Work phone. On average, I'm at let's call it $200 times 40 challenges. 200, that should be 8,000 times 40 challenges. I think it's over there. So like that's $8 grand. In the grand scheme of things of the market, that's not that much. I mean, it's a lot, but the part where I'm really shooting myself in the foot is just like the amount of time that I'm using on these challenges. You know what I'm saying? And like this is where I was thinking to myself recently. I'm like, I wonder if by getting funded and like getting some payouts, if it would change everything, like the way that I trade in the market, where I'm like I've tasted success, I know how to do it, and like now like I trust the process. Like I'm no longer trying to like speed things up or do anything like super miraculous. I'm just like, now I get it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm curious is like, will it get to a point where like I pass finally, I get a payout, and I'm just like, all right, now I did it. You know what I mean? Because there's like different levels and ceilings, and like I'm thinking like maybe I break through this ceiling or this level, and then you know, I'm not like I'm good, but now I broke through. So yeah, I mean it's a hard thing when you want something so bad and you can't make it come faster. And again, you know, I'm not even angry at this point. I'm not angry because like I don't know. I mean, I know what I'm doing wrong, you know what I mean? And I'm choosing evil, so to speak. I'm choosing the impatience. I'm choosing that. And every time that I know part of the fact is like I trade from my phone and it's always with me. And like another trigger is that like I have 2 open trades that like I am two open trades that I'm in, and I'm like checking those ones to see if, you know, if the trade turns around, or if I'm out of, like, you know, out of drawdown, and those are like in my live accounts. And so I periodically jump in the market to check to see if those positions are doing any better. And then I'll look at the, you know, scanner and like, oh, I see something that's like moving. That's really what it is. It's like, it's not like good setups per se. I'm just like seeing like top percent gainers and just kind of jumping on a pullback. Not much of a strategy, but it works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work. So, I mean, really, that's all I really want to say is that, you know, it's important that I capture this moment in time, because I know myself, I ain't gonna quit. That's for damn sure. Like, that's one thing that, I mean, I've got too much time into this. I got too much money into this, and there's just too much opportunity there as well for me to ever think that, you know, I can make this kind of money, you know, $5,000-$10,000 days consistently in the market anywhere else. I mean, even in real estate, you know, you don't get that kind of return. You know, definitely not on a day job. You know, I'm 130 grand a year. You know, you throw some bonuses and some company cars and gas and a little stuff on top of that. But, you know, all that goes out to bills because it's so expensive to live here. Part of the reason why I'm trying to, a large part of the reason why I'm trying to move over to Asia, you know, if not, probably not full-time, but definitely part-time, because it's just too much, man. It's just too much here. It's a lot of money. I'm trading, you know, my youth. I'm 39 at this point. 38, 39. I got bills that consistently are creeping up. Lifestyle creep and all that stuff, and I'm just like, what are we doing? I mean, I lived in Taiwan for 2 years, so I know it's possible to, you know, to have a more different lifestyle, not as much spend and all that. So Zig Ziglar says, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." So that's where I'm at for myself. I'm not hoping that trading is easier. I mean, the fact that it's challenging and the fact that I'm dealing with this, I'm for sure other people that are not as far along as I am in their trading journey. Maybe they have more discipline, but definitely not more time. And I mean, I've literally showed up to the market every single day for, I don't know, I'll be at 6-7 years now. I mean, I've been profitable before, but it was not when I had like a funded evaluation where I could take multiple trades. It was always on a cash account, or where I was bound to not overtrade. That's really what we're talking about, is just greed and overtrading. But I'm not beating myself up, because I know, you know, there's progress. And even in this review, this recap, this video journal, it's showing growth, because like I'm aware of my shortcomings, impatience and overtrading. Could be strategy, you know, some strategy, but you know, I honestly believe, you know, the way in which I trade, I think it's less about what I'm trading, you know, not the instrument, but like the tickers that I'm trading. I think it's less about that. I think it's just more about like how I'm trading. And you know, again, when I take the normal trades, proper risk, definitely works, you know. What I may have to consider, honestly, is not doing pre-market trading for a while. As much as I like to trade pre-market, the biggest problem with trading pre-market is that I can't use stop orders. I can't use stop orders because they don't work in pre-market. So that could be one thing that I changed that helps me maybe stick to my rules a bit easier. I mean, that's something that I considered before, but now I may have to try. And again, you know, I mean, I guess it supports my strategy because there's more volume, but I mean, you can make money pre-market. And, you know, I just have to be a little bit tighter. So I think I'm done, you know, talking about it. I've been back trading props, trying to pass an evaluation for some time now. So we'll see where that gets us. Today is Friday. It's 8:53. It's the end of the work week. I really want to get as much work done and as fast as possible so I can be done for the you know, for the week, and just kind of get some other stuff done, have some other wins. Yeah. All right, that's it. Peace.